Hi, in today's video, I'm going to share with you what all is in my holiday decorating kit. Now, you may be thinking, what on earth is a holiday decorating kit? And basically, it's just something that I put together for myself that contains all of the different types of items that I find helpful to have on hand when I'm decorating for the holidays, mostly Christmas, but can definitely be used for any kind of holiday that you decorate for, Halloween, Easter, etc. And what it contains are various items like timers, extension cords, holiday hooks, command hooks, all of those kinds of things that you want to be able to have at your fingertips when you're getting ready. So I'm going to walk you through item by item what all I keep in my kit, and hopefully this will give you some ideas of things, first of all, that you can use to help you decorate, but second of all, what things you might want to gather together at the start of your holiday decorating time. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, especially if you'd like to see more holiday related videos from me. It really helps to know what kinds of videos that you guys like to see. And without further ado, let's start going through my kit. So basically, I have this really cool utility box that I keep everything in, and I keep a bunch of stuff in here so that when I get ready to start decorating, I have everything all in one place. So I do have some things in here that are kind of common household items like pliers and scissors and tape, and I do have dedicated pairs that I keep in here, so I don't have to go searching for those, you know, in the utility drawer or wherever in the house, and I have everything right in here. And then this box has a nice handle, so I can just move it with me from room to room as I'm decorating and know that I have everything handy. So let's start with the first few things. And a lot of things in here are fasteners. These are going to be things that help me wire things to trees, wire things to swag, etc. So the first thing that I like to have on hand are pipe cleaners. And these are really nice because they come in a ton of different colors. So you can get colors that are going to match whatever you're wiring up. So for instance, if you're wiring something to a green tree, you can use green so you hardly even notice that it's there. If you're using burlap, you know, there's a light tan color, you know, brown if you're putting something maybe with wood or, you know, whatever it is. So these are the ones that I have, and then black, although I haven't really used the black much, but I do use these. And these are super inexpensive. You can find them at pretty much any craft store, etc. But you can also find them on Amazon. I should also mention that I will go ahead and link to all of these exact items or examples of a couple of these items down in the description box below so you can find them, because I have found that some of these items can be hard to find if you don't know what it's called or exactly what you're looking for. So I'll make it really easy and link to as many of these items on Amazon that I can, which is actually where I got a lot of these items. So the pipe cleaners are the first item. The next is just simple floral wire, and I just have this in green. That's the most common color, but you can find wire obviously in other colors. This one is nice because it includes this little cutter that allows you to pull out the length that you need and then be able to just pinch this and it'll snap off the amount that you need. So floral wire, of course, is handy, but something that I like even better than my floral wire is something that I found last year, and that is this green twist tie stuff. So like the twist ties that you use on sandwich bags or something. Well, this just comes in a long roll of it. Sorry, that was my puppy shaking her head and her collar was rattling, but so this is a really long roll, and you can cut it to whatever length that you need. And what's nice about this is it's still pretty strong and allows you to easily tie, but it's not quite as sharp and potentially damaging as this. So for instance, if I want to tie something to my banister, which has wood railing, I don't necessarily want to tie something really tightly with this because it could cut into the wood, whereas this does not. Now, I did find a much smaller roll of this at I think Hobby Lobby last year, and it was, you know, several dollars, like maybe $5 for not a lot of feet of it. And then I went to Amazon and I actually was able to find this, which is technically meant for gardening, for tying like plants to stakes and things like that, but it's really the same thing, and I got so much more for pretty much the same price. So I'll be sure to link to this because this is super helpful when I'm decorating. Then of course I have some cutting implements. So I keep a sharp pair of scissors in here, and then a good pair of wire cutters. Now, most of the time with these items, this one also has the cutter built into it. So most of the time I use those, but sometimes I might have already cut something off, and it's nice to have scissors or wire cutters nearby so I can use my wire cutters or scissors to cut it off. I keep a roll of tape because, of course, sometimes the easiest thing is to just tape something down. Then the next thing that I keep in my kit, I keep just some various lights, these little LED lights that are battery operated. I think most of mine have timers where you turn it on at the time that you want it to come on every day, and it stays on for like 6 or 8 hours, then it turns itself on, turns itself off, and then it'll turn itself on the next day. I picked one up last year after the holidays, and I haven't used this yet, but I have several of these in here of different lengths, different kinds, but basically, you know, I like to have these available so when I'm decorating, if I feel like something needs a little bit more light, or, you know, I've got, you know, something new that I'm doing and it can benefit from light, it's just really easy to have some of these on hand. So there's all of those. The next item that I keep in here are all of my extension cords. And I have extension cords in various lengths, mostly 3 and 6 foot, and most of these are ones that I've used in the past, but I do also always have a couple on hand in case I go out and buy something new or place something in an area that I've not placed it before, and maybe I need a longer extension cord than what I've used in the past. So I do have some longer, I think these are 12 foot, in my kit, so I can always have these handy when I need them. I like to get the brown ones because that matches kind of the color scheme of my house, but you know, you can find these in a variety of colors as well, and just super handy to have around. Yet a couple more of them. Then the next thing that I keep in my kit are timers, and I pretty much put anything with lights that has to be plugged in on timers, and I have a couple of different types of timers. I have, of course, a lot of the old-timey analog timers, but I've recently been upgrading to digital timers over the last couple of years, and so each year I'll buy a few more digital timers. The nice thing about digital timers is, first of all, they don't make that click, 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 click sound that the kind of analog ones do, but also if you lose electricity, most of the time they're battery backup, or at least I know these are battery backup, which means it'll keep the time for you so that when the electricity turns back on, you don't have to reset it, so your lights will still come on at whatever time that you want. These are really inexpensive, good ones, so I'll be sure to link to these exact ones. I did get these from Amazon last year, and I'll probably buy a few more this year to replace some of my other ones. But all of my timers for all of my Christmas trees and topiaries and garland, etc., I keep in here. Then I also keep all of my ornament hooks in here. Now this is just a little case that I've had for many years. I think Candy actually came in it and I just repurposed it. And so in each one I have a different type of hanger depending on the tree. So sometimes I might want to use the green or the silver. I have longer ones, shorter ones. So this just gives me a little additional organization for my ornament hooks. Of course, if you went ahead and put together your own box and you got a utility box, you know, sometimes things like tackle boxes have the ability, you know, have trays that have the ability to put dividers in. So you could also use that, but I'm sure it's pretty easy to find containers like this, just little acrylic ones that allow you to keep everything nice and organized. Then the other thing that I keep in my holiday decorating kit are the command hooks. And I have several different sizes of these. And what's nice about keeping these in my kit is if you've used command hooks before, you know that you have the little sticky adhesive that you use to attach these. But then when you take this off, you have, when you want to reuse these the next year, you have to put up new sticky adhesive. And typically the command hooks do come with extra tabs of it, but unless you have a dedicated place that you're good about putting those things, it's really easy to lose these before the next time you want to use your hooks again. So I just keep all of that in my box so that way I know where these are going to be the next time that I need to use these. And so that's that. So that's pretty much everything that I have in my box. Now I'll show you my utility box itself. I really like this because it's a nice big size. It's about 17 inches and it's just a nice black color. It's technically an art supplies box, which just makes it just a little bit more sleek and simple looking than something that was maybe actually meant for fishing or tools or something like that. But this one works really great because I can get all of this stuff in this box. So on top, it's got these two things on each side. So as I mentioned, I keep my command strips and hooks on one side, and then on the other one, I keep just the twist ties, pipe cleaners, etc. That I've used before that I don't want to, put back, in the package or something. I just keep those in that. So in case I need something quickly, I can kind of pull that out. Then inside, it's got this tray with a handle, and so this is where I keep all of the pipe cleaners and wire and twist ties, and then the cutters and tape. I just keep this in here, and then you can just pull this out, and then it leaves this nice big opening where you can just put a lot of stuff. So it allows me to get all of those timers, all of the extension cords, etc. down in this just nice big area. And then of course it's got the nice easy closure, so it's easy to close it up and pick it up with the handle and move it from room to room as I go about my house decorating. So there you have what I keep in my holiday decorating kit. I do also do something similar for my gift wrap, so all of the supplies that I use to help me when I'm wrapping gifts, scissors, different types of tape, markers and pens and things like that I might need, I have in a similar box. So if you're interested in seeing a video on what I like to keep in my gift wrapping kit, be sure to give this video a thumbs up or leave me a comment below, or both, and I'll make sure to get that video put together this season as well. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to do that and hit the notification bell so you know when I post more videos. I will be doing several more holiday videos this season, including a new tree decorating video, and I'd love to have you back. So until next time, bye.